Hello everybody and welcome back to Skyrim. I was about to say Dragon Age, but it's not Dragon Age, it's Skyrim. And we're here going over Serrano's mod. We left off with... Oh, hold on a minute. Sorry, just had to turn off the music because last time we got a little bit of copyright. Anyways, we left off with him wanting us to read his journal. And we could have done it earlier, out of stealing it out of his, Okay, so we can take one for ourselves.
If you need me, I won't be far.
I also figured out why his face is clipping through his beard like that. It's because he has a custom beard from the replacer we have, and I have expressive facial animations, so it causes it to kind of clip through. So I could change his beard to a vanilla one, but I'm just not gonna worry about it. Anyways, let's look at his journal. What's this? They're pointing to somebody getting on a ship. Oh, this is when he was little. A wind's in my heart and a fire's at my heels. I'm tired of dust and stone and rumbling dragon wheels. I hunger for the sea's edge at the limits of the land where the vast and wild ocean is shouting on the sand. Big muscles, armor, cool hair, and his drawings get better. Hellish ship crash. We were schooner rig and rakish with a long, lissom hull, and we flew the dreaded colors of the crossed swords on the skull. I'm guessing these are songs. On the hunt for easy prey, dark sails drawing at the fore, we sailed the open water in the happy days of yore. We'd a working ballista amidships as a well-conducted ship. We had each spells ready and a cutlass at the hip. It's a point which tells against us, and a fact to be deplored. But we chased the goodly merchants and laid their ships aboard. Oh. Looks like Hermaeus Mora. A ship in harbor's safe, but that's not why ships are made. The dark rose is mine at last, a fitting name, for as the quote goes, my mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. I've used my desire for her to justify everything I've done. Ooh. He's a really good artist. Friends and loves we have none, nor strength to resist the siren call of finding something better over the far edge of the horizon. Not for me our contentment, quiet or simple peace of mind, for I go seeking satisfaction that I can never find. Interesting. So what do you have to say about that? Have you always kept a journal? Because those seem like you were really little at the beginning.
Not for years. I keep it as a reminder.
A reminder of what?
The price of knowledge. My father was never around because my mother left him. She didn't want me to grow up ashamed, so she filled my head with these stories about him. Who knows if any of them were ever true, but I don't think she anticipated the result. I ran away to join my father's crew. They weren't what I expected, but I stayed anyway.
Your father turned out to be a pirate?
And a smuggler, and a thief, and a liar. I guess the apple didn't fall too far from the tree, huh?
Why'd you stay?
I had dreamed my entire life of going to sea. I had an idea in my head of what it would be like, of who I was going to be. And it took me so long to realize what a naive idiot I was. I don't want to romanticize the life I led. I could have made different choices. I saw how my parents both struggled, and I resented it. And I just couldn't stand the thought of sitting in a tiny room all day, studying or working some respectable job.
So we actually have 3 different types of dialogue options. One is where we try and see the better in him. One where we're almost in cahoots and justify kind of what he's done, and we kind of are on the same level as him. And then one where we kind of are a bit rude and call him out on everything. So they don't really make a huge difference, the mod page said, but he does remember what you've said to him the most, what types of options you've said to him the most, if you've called him out, if you've stayed on his level, or if you've chosen to see the best in him. Do you have any sense of purpose?
That's the problem. I don't know. I almost envy those who do have a calling, you know? I just can't imagine what it would be like. My father was a Dunmer, and he raised me as one. I was taught that we were meant to struggle and to survive by any means. What to do with yourself after you survive? Well, he never talked about that much.
Huh. Ask Val to sit and talk sometime. So next, we just have to really go and spend time with him in different areas from what I've read on the mod page. Go to a bar, go to a shop, go to a clothing shop, sit and talk with him outside, and just get to know him. And then after we do all those things, we'll be able to start his romance quest, and we'll also be able to continue whatever sort of story quest he has as well. So where should we go and sit down? I still have my I Need and Campfire mods installed, so maybe we could just come camp out here. What time is it? It's only about 10 a.m. What if we set up a camp? This place here. Place here. There we go. You can't come in. Guess I need to get one with 2 bedrolls.
Hey.
Hi. Let's sit down and talk.
Would you like to talk?
I would. Where are you going? Are you just gonna stand over there? I have perfectly good.
All I ask is a windy day with the white clouds flying.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
No questions.
I'm gonna roll your eyes.
Roll
my
I
eyes.
ask you something this time, actually.
Okay. What do you want to ask?
What's your life been like, you know, before we met?
I mean, it can remain a mystery. Honora is a mage, and she's a high elf, but she doesn't really agree with her people's stance on being the best of the best, and everybody else should be looked down upon and used as workhorses kind of thing. So she left and has just making her own way in the world. So she's an adventurer.
Someone after my own heart. Believe it or not, I've spent more time exploring old ruins the last few years than I did committing actual piracy.
I read that in the book that led us to you. I was a scholar at one point before I learned better.
That's impressive. I'd like to hear about your studies sometime.
Okay, so I think that's it. That's everything.
Glad to know you better.
Talk to Val while in a store. Okay, let's go to the store.
Say, where did Fathus die exactly? I, ought to give him a decent cremation.
Oh. It was near the abandoned rowboat. I'm not sure what happened to his body. Yeah, he was gone when we got back. I wonder if an animal drug him off or people did.
Oh. I wish... I, guess the guards cleaned up the mess then. An unmarked grave somewhere was probably inevitable for both of us, and the best we could hope for.
That's sad. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I didn't need this. Alright, we're in War Maidens. I just had to figure out how to pack up that tent. I couldn't remember how.
Hello.
Thought it would be useful. Thought you would actually use it, Val. Stop talking to me. Can I ask you something?
Yeah, what now?
Well, you're quite demanding, aren't you? I just want to talk to you, and you're talking like I'm gonna, demand you give me your arm or something. You seem particular about your clothing.
I'd like to look nice. What of it?
Stop talking to us. How come you don't have a pirate hat?
I hate hats. They mess up my hair.
You do have very nice hair. And light armor because...
So I don't drown? I mean, I have no idea how people even swim in heavy armor. Do you always have to ask so many questions?
What? I was just making conversation, good lord. But I like your ring.
Just a little trinket I picked up.
You're very defensive. Did you steal that ring?
No. I overpaid for it at a jeweler's like anyone else does. Since you appreciate fine clothes and armor, why don't you pick my outfit sometime? I don't mind.
Oh?
We've got arms and armor of all kinds.
Stop talking to me. I don't want to talk to you. Well, I guess we're gonna go talk at a tavern. Let's go to this one. I don't usually go to this one.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
Okay, don't talk to us, please.
What could I do for you?
What do you think of Whiterun?
You know, this is my first time in Whiterun. I've always
Really?
wanted to see the Jewel of the North for myself.
Like everybody's most visited place.
I can tell you're no stranger to the wilds. I'm sure we can meet your hunting needs.
Relaxing? Is that it?
I'm with you.
Sit and talk. Oh, we need to actually sit and
Hey.
talk. Hi. Let's sit down.
Okay, but only because it's you that's asking.
Oh, well, how sweet.
I'll be happy to assist you if you'd like to purchase something.
What? My butt is not that big, honey treat.
Yeah?
Can I ask you something?
Ask away. First, though, have a round on me.
Thanks. What kind of things did you smuggle?
Contraband mostly. Dwemer artifacts, ebony, and the like. With the right intelligence, ships are easy enough to find at sea. Or I'd get there first and loot the ruin myself. When pickings were slim, I'd just take a job transporting, specialty cargo.
You mean skooma?
Yeah, I ran skooma from time to time. That wasn't all of it, though. Hey, don't look at me like that. I have some standards.
Sure. Sure you do. Enlighten me.
If you can imagine for a moment, not everything is always about the money.
Sure.
Taking on the East Empire Company is no pleasure cruise. My hands aren't clean. The things I did at sea were what you'd imagine. But I never dealt in slaves or animal fighting rings. We live in a hard world that tests our strength, but senseless cruelty doesn't have to be a part of it. Or at least not my part of it.
What about this note I found outside of White River Roch?
Oh, by Azora that. I hope you killed Ironhand because he's gonna be pissed when I don't pay him. I only took the job
I
to
did
fund the
actually
money for
clean
the
it out.
expedition to get the Star of Solitude. I figured after I sold it, I'd just pay him back extra and he'd be happy enough with the windfall.
So you never were intending to bring him the wolves?
Oh, gods, no. Anyway, how in oblivion
Who's
would I have
munching
gotten a
bread
pack
in
of
my
wild
ear?
wolves into the cargo hold? No amount of money is worth that headache.
And there were ice wolves, too. Talk to Val in a dangerous area. So this actually starts, if we talk to him in a dangerous area, that actually starts a quest that behind the scenes that causes some crap to go down later on. What house is your Dunman family from?
No one these days. Before the Red Year changed everything, supposedly the Serranos served house in Doral. My father was born in Windhelm, though. He
Oh,
never wanted to talk about it much. Most
Place
of the
where they're
Dunmer I
very
sailed
racist
with were
against them.
houseless. Some had been kicked out in disgrace. Or at least their families had been. Wherever you come from, you could always make something of yourself.
all right. Let's stand up.
What's on your mind?
What? Let me out.
What'd you do without me?
I don't know. Am I taller than you? Oh, we're about the same height, but when I look at you like this, eyes just go straight to your chest level. I'm as tall as you are. Munching bread. Janessa,
If you have need of hunting supplies,
you're
then
munching
you've come to the
bread.
right
I can
place.
hear you. It's like the most crispy bread I've ever heard. Lord. I guess we gotta go talk to him in a dangerous area now. Don't know where we're gonna find that. Okay, I guess this is where... Oh, that's... That's not what I was trying to do. Oops. Ah. Come on. You guys are annoying. Leave me alone. Of course, as soon as I turn my back... Guards, help me! I wasn't expecting you. Help me! The chickens! Not the chickens!
I'm gonna put you down.
Are you serious? Oh my lord, these guys are so tanky! No! You guys suck.
You're outmatched.
Are you serious? You keep going down. Run. Run. You guys are annoying.
Huh?
Help. Oh, I just missed the chicken. Ow. Oh. You didn't see that. Where is Val? There you are. Where's the other attacker? What's this note? Kill Serrano and any companions. No bargains, no deals, no witnesses. TS. So, what is this?
Damn assassins. What did you find?
Look at this note. They weren't after me.
Morag tongue. Ugh. He's not messing around.
Who wants to kill you?
Any number of old business partners. But this is about what happened in Solitude before we met.
More solitude? The note I found about the mutiny was also signed TS.
Yeah, that would be Tarek Serrano, my father.
What? What?
I told
Exactly.
you he was a pirate, but there's more to it than that. The Dark Rose was originally my father's ship. I grew up sailing under crew and rose to the ranks. If you think being the captain's son made it any easier, think again. When I was old enough and clever enough, I took the ship for my own. I couldn't kill him, though. I don't know if Athos actually missed him or just hated me more, but that fetcher could have never planned this by himself. My father was responsible for the mutiny.
Ah, the family drama. Lovely. So what are you gonna do now?
Stop dragging you into my problems for a start. I'll take care of this. You don't owe me anything.
But I've been through with you this much. I'm not gonna ban you now. What a rude thing to say. Of course I don't. I mean, you do say we're in this together, but I've been through with you this much.
Thank you. You have no idea what that means to me. The first thing my father needs to do is score some quick loot to buy the loyalty of the crew. No better place around here to offload goods than Broken Ore Grotto. We should check it out.
I've been there. Do you normally have assassins after you?
Not from my own family, no. But otherwise, it's not the first time, and it probably won't be the last. Occupational hazard.
Sounds dangerous. How do you live life like that?
Tomorrow is never guaranteed to anyone. That doesn't make today any less beautiful.
No.
If you need me, I won't be far.
Nice. Okay. What time is it? Oh, we have just enough time to go sell some stuff. Don't look at that naked lady's butt. Well, here we are in Broken Arrow Grotto, and it looks beautiful. So we're here.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I noticed you healing yourself. You're pretty good with magic.
Well, thanks. You're rather formidable yourself.
Thank you. How'd you learn spellcasting?
I taught myself mostly. I watched the weather patterns over the ocean, read any books I could find.
And you're still in one piece? I'm impressed.
Well, I'm hopeless at alteration magic. You gotta fake yourself out, believe your own lie, as it were. I could never get the knack. but I do wish I knew more about conjuration.
Maybe you could ask one of the court mages about it?
You're kidding, right? A guy like me.
Huh. Barangar, Wunfrith, Wallendrya?
What could I
don't know.
do for you?
Oh, you can ask him to take you back to civilization. That's cool.
We should keep moving.
Yeah, across the freezing water. Guess this is where your ship is moored. Oh, there it's popping into existence. Spiky grass. There it is. Oh. Is that your dad? Al?
Let's go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and sky.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
I see you're not dead yet. Well done.
Your dad's kind of hot.
Sending assassins was just rude. I thought you were retired.
I'm gonna take this. Thank you.
How else is an old man supposed to see his son, eh?
Having me thrown in prison and taking my ship is your idea of a family reunion?
You had a good run, boy. But the Dark Rose will always be mine.
I took her from you once, I could take her again. And you won't have my treacherous first mate in your pocket either. What did you promise him?
Oh, Father's always hated you. For years. The captain's son standing in his way. He imagined I went easy on you.
What a laugh.
But you were the smart one. And better at this life until you went soft. Good thing you took care of him, though. Wasn't sure you still had it in you. Can't trust a man who'll betray his best friend. It was only a matter of time before he'd have betrayed me as well. I did you a favor.
A favor? You left me to die. It's time for me to return your favor.
Then I'll see you in oblivion.
Tell them I sent you. You got
Oh, okay. I'm not part of this. Why do you have to get me? Ah? Don't. You're resistant to stuff, aren't you? Ah! Leave me alone. Val, you suck. Leave me alone. You guys are horrible. Val, this isn't nice. But
It burns!
huh? I'm not meant for this. No. Leave me alone. Where's this dude? Oh. Man. Okay, we gotta decide your dad's
I know
fate.
what I should do, but I just can't.
What?
Do whatever you think is best. I won't judge you.
Oh. Ooh, ebony. Do you really want to kill your dad? It's over.
Oh, I certainly underestimated you.
You underestimate your son.
What nonsense has the boy been putting in your head, eh? This world destroys the weak. We're meant to be tested. I made him what he is.
I don't know what's worse, your massive ego or that you actually believe yourself.
I'll die of boredom from your attempts at wit before my wounds.
You're wrong about him.
I knew I was sending Fafis to his death. Never forget that about your friend. Now, let's get this over with.
Should I kill him? I know it says in the guide that it'll actually affect us later on if you leave him alive or not. So, I mean, he's kind of a jerk. I'll just kill him. I think that's... I don't know, but I'll do it.
Oh!
We take his armor. Man, I'm sorry. Ah!
The old bastard's finally dead.
Any regrets?
No, somebody had to do it. And I was never able to end it. I've been trying to please him my whole damn life. I used to think if I could just show him I was good enough that he'd care. I'd live for those moments when he would approve of me, when he would accept me.
It's natural to want a parent's love.
Yeah, well, he didn't really love me. He just liked that I made him look good. I was so angry. It was easier that way. Everything was supposed to be different once I became captain. Instead, it made me miserable.
What do you mean?
I just had more freedom to act on my vices. Once I had no one else to blame, well, I had to look in the mirror.
Tarek always set Fathers and I against each other. Whatever Fathers did was just never good enough for him. I fell into a lot of the same patterns.
I did a lot of things in those days I wouldn't do today. Things I regret. I'm done with it all.
You're gonna walk away? Don't let this go to your head, but I'm proud of you.
Ugh, Kinnereth saved me. I'm not sure what's next for me, but it's not gonna be on board that ship. Sticking with you has been the first good decision I've made in a long time. I'm glad you're in my life.
Aww. That's so sweet.
We'll talk later.
Guess we gotta go talk to those court mages now.
Yes.
A lot of Dunmer around. We take all their clothes. This is a lady, though.
Sorry.
Okay. We're gonna really dig it and look away. I have that kind of nudie mod almost in there, so I don't want to show it off. I didn't show the fight scene just because I died a few times and I was just tired of showing it off, so that's that. We gotta go talk to those court mages now. Guess we need to go to this area, Windhelm, and where else do we need to go? Not that. Oh, we need to go to Riften. Alright, well, let's first go to Dragon's Reach. Hey, wake up.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
My companion would like to ask your advice about magic. He's self-taught.
You didn't die.
Hilarious. I still have all 10 fingers and both eyes, too.
Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. If you've got the aptitude, you should try your luck at the College of Winterhold.
Farengar, if I wanted to sit around at a boring college, I'd already be there.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? What a waste. I prefer my books. Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
Yeah. You sound like my mother, you know that? I'll see myself out.
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells.
I guess I gotta take you to every court mage to change your mind, huh? Never mind, there's something you
What
gotta
is it?
say. So Farengar wasn't the most inspiring example.
No, he wasn't. I appreciate what you're trying to do for me, but I'm never gonna fit in with a bunch of mages hanging around in a library all day. Although, I guess I've done all right so far. Hey?
Alright. I guess I do gotta take you everywhere.
Trust me.
So what do you think of Windhelm?
The history's impressive, but living here would be depressing. A different course, and I might have grown up in the Grey Quarter.
Yeah.
Ways of finding out what you really are.
What are you talking about? You look like a Nord.
Do you see me walking around with tattoos on my face and going on about mead constantly? I'm aware that I look like my mother, but I was raised by my father, a Dunmer, as one. He was born to Morrowind refugees. I can't imagine him being a laborer, so he went to sea.
Hi, we're here to talk to you about the college, maybe?
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true.
You'd like to ask some advice.
So you do.
No, it's fine, really. Sorry to bother you.
It's intriguing the way certain materials are more or less receptive.
You have to
the
put
force of
yourself
lightning.
above us.
Is it not?
Feel more in power.
Yeah, it's like there are channels or obstructions in the materials. Lightning flows through silver like water but gets stuck in glass.
I had you figured for a mage.
I think you've mistaken me for someone else. What does a master mage even study?
Whatever I don't already know. Power.
Why are
is the
you
crux
waving
of
a
this world.
dagger around?
Huh. You're more practical than I expected. Thank you for your time, I mean it.
Oh, so he was more inspiring, huh?
Aye,
That Wunfrith.
he wasn't at all what I expected. He was interesting to talk to, and I wouldn't mind spending more time with him. Thanks, for encouraging me.
You hear that? We were talking right next to you, huh? Alright, guess we gotta head to Riften next. Can I help you? Hello?
Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember.
I was just gonna ask about magic.
By the gods. Is that the voice?
What? No, I was just asking about...
Okay, got it. That's not something you see every day.
Hello.
Sorry, I was lost in thought. So many details to work out. I know this looks bad.
And what are you working on? A little organization, and we'll get you shipshape in no time.
All right. I have a plan to experiment on you. Let me explain.
What?
Ah, I see. Well, I'm as curious as the next man. I'm going to have to pass, just for today. Busy schedule.
You look like you've seen your share of adventure. What did you like to know?
You know anything about clairvoyant spells? That might be of mutual benefit under the disorganized circumstances.
I can certainly try. Huh. You know, you've got a certain fire in your eyes. And that silly grin you get when you've done something wrong.
If you could see all that about me, then you already know we'd end badly, my dear.
Oh my.
Oh, you are terrible. You do know that, right?
You're flirting with her? In front of me?
Aye.
So maybe she wasn't the best choice to ask?
I thought she was fun.
She didn't seem a little confused at times?
I guess even the brilliant types could be absent-minded.
I could have asked him not to flirt,
No
though.
one's perfect.
Anyway, I do feel more confident about my abilities to study. Thank you.
Nice. What do you think of Riften, anyways?
The lake and the aspens make it look peaceful, but the city's got a dangerous undertow. It'd be easy to drown in it.
How do you like the ships?
Those are boats, not ships.
Ah. My mistake. They all look the same to me.
Trust me, there's a difference.
You gonna tell me?
Yes, you're right that they both float and a ship's larger, but a ship is more than that. She's your shelter against all the reckless wild of the sea. She'll carry your heart and soul over the horizon, and if you treat her right, she'll always bring you home. If you need me, I won't be far.
Okay, so we gotta go to a temple now. Got something to say?
Hey there.
So you seem uncomfortable here.
I can't hide much from you, can I? The Dunmer faith isn't well understood in Skyrim, and the people tend to have certain expectations of me since I'm a Nord. Do you follow any of the divines?
Not particularly religious.
Fair enough. I was raised in the New Temple faith myself, and I think most sailors acquire a certain respect for Kinnereth, but I'm not devout.
Interesting. Oh my goodness. That's all I have to say.
As you wish.
So I guess we gotta go to a Daedric shrine now.
I'm with you.
I think the easiest one to be would be the one right outside of Solitude, right? I think so. So, I decided to take us to the Shrine of Azura instead.
Yeah?
So you've mentioned the Dunmer faith before.
Azura, Boethia, and Mephala I know well. My father worships in the New Temple faith and raised me the same.
Does that mean you're a Daedra worshipper?
Aedra and Daedra are two sides of the same coin. I was taught to view them with respect, not fear or reverence. The Daedra aren't good or evil. They are the way they are, because they are us. Or we're them. Manifestations of the moral psyche, maybe. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
You could be anything you want, you know, even a scholar.
Now you sound like my mother. Anyway, who says I'm not? The only difference between a scholar's research and tomb robbing is writing it down.
Aw, we gotta craft something for him. Cute. So this is the item that we're making. It takes linen wrap, firewood, leather strips, and glass. It's a really cute little ship in a bottle.
I'm listening.
This is for you. I made it for you, and it's a gift.
This is incredible. You made this for me because I left the Dark Rose?
Yeah. Your ship was your home. I know she meant a lot to you.
I love it. This means more to me than words could possibly say. Thank you, my friend.
No. Ah, we gotta ask you about Fathus. Let's get out of this. Well, you're the one who trapped me back here. Alright, let's go talk somewhere away from the main road. Come over here.
This gear's so restrictive. I could barely move. I prefer light armor if you got any to spare.
Can I ask you something?
Anything.
About Fathus.
You had to pick that, huh?
Well, he was your friend.
Was. I don't miss him, if that's what you were wondering.
Well, surely you do. You just feel betrayed. What's a good memory you have of him?
I know what you're trying to do. Fine. Maybe it will help. There was one shore leave down in Hammerfell where we decided we were going to learn to pick pockets. We got pretty good in crowds, working together. So, we got the bright idea to try our newfound skills on my father. Obviously, Fathus and I spent the next 3 months on dog watch.
So you fought each other outside Solitude, though.
I just managed to escape from prison. He'd come there to kill me. I was unarmed and badly outnumbered, but I managed to stab him with his own sword before the mutineers with him took me down. They got cold feet and hauled me back unconscious to face Tarek instead of killing me outright. You know the rest.
Do you mean for him to die?
No. Yes. I was angry. I wanted revenge for his betrayal. But Fathis was my brother, too. I would have given him a healing potion or something. At least not let him die alone in a ditch on the side of the road.
What happened afterward wasn't in your control, really.
I'm the captain of a ship. Everything that happens on board is my responsibility. I was complacent, arrogant. I should have seen it coming years before. I held the sword, and his death is my fault.
No. Huck?
I killed my brother.
Oh. I'm so sorry. Oh, that just breaks your heart, doesn't it?
I'm listening.
So I could use a hug.
Bring it in.
No.
Hey.
Hi. So we have to wait 2
I got your
hours
back.
now. Yes, I know. We're back in here with Crunchy Bread Lady.
Hey?
So this is where you can start his romance. You have to do all that getting to know him and then do his personal quest with his dad. And obviously there's more story quests that we can do with him as we go along because this is only Act 1. Only Act 1. And we're still not through Act 1, but you can start romance here. So Val, do you ever think about you and me?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I was just thinking about you.
Why'd you pull
I've
your
been reading
book
this
out?
book, Lost Legends. I was hoping we could investigate a few of the ruins it mentions sometimes. What do you think?
For mine forever. Wow.
I'm sure we can meet your hunting needs.
Sounds interesting, but dangerous. I'll feel safer with you along. My eyelashes.
I think it'll be exciting, in a good way.
So about this ruin?
Oh, you were waiting for me. People say the Melusinae down south are real, but I never saw any, nor heard that tale from a sailor who wasn't 3 sheets to the wind.
Hi.
No, wisp mothers.
Got a problem?
Those are real. Which means the Pale Lady is no figment of a drunken imagination either. I got this for you. Forewarned is forearmed. I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Like to purchase something.
This is how I romance you? We have to go to Frostmere? Are you kidding me? This is how you start a romance with me? I just want to get into your little bedroll and have cuddles and hugs.
No stranger to the wilds. I'm sure we can meet your hunting needs.
Okay. This is how you choose to romance me? This is how you choose to romance me? Or I romance you? My goodness. Good lord.
If you have need of hunting,
Oh, well,
Then you've
I
come
guess
to the right
that's it. I
place.
guess that's where we're going next episode. We are gonna go to Frostmere. And that's gonna be a pain in my behind. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little all over the place, but we finally got his romancing quest, and it's just...
we sell bows, arrows, and ale.
Yes, I know,
A
I
unique
hear you.
combination, to be sure.
You took my spot. But I guess we're going to Frostmere. Oh, Lord. I really don't want to go there, but thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.